Ever wondered what narrative you run for yourself in your life? What are you telling yourself day in, day out, every single day of your life? Have you ever thought of the beliefs that govern your life, which tell you what you're able to do and what you're not able to do? What do you tell yourself about your own self? The self-talk that keeps going on in the back of your head in an unconscious way or in a subconscious way. What is the voice in your head saying about you in a constant loop? Have you ever wondered how your narrative is limiting and affecting your life? Welcome to the Alpha Life Project, the one place where the focus is on building and upgrading your life with the agenda of establishing awareness, enabling analysis, and empowering action. This is your fellow Alpha Lifer and host Bala, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day and time for all of us to live our Alpha Life. Today's topic of discussion and introspection is life story. What life story do we have? What is the story that we keep telling ourselves? And how do you define ourselves? How do we define ourselves? What is going on as a continuous self-talk at the back of our head, telling us what to do, what not to do, what can be done, what cannot be done? We are all telling stories, whether it is to others or whether it is to ourselves. The stories that we tell others, they matter. But what matters the most is the stories that we tell to our own selves. These are the stories that define us, that go on to play a huge role in our life. There is always a voice at the back of your head telling you something or the other, which is going on in a constant loop. Don't go there. Don't do that. You can't do this. You can only do this. Can you really do that? Or don't even attempt that. Or don't even try thinking on those lines. This is not something that others are telling you. This is something that you are telling yourselves. You are telling yourself in a constant, continuous loop. You can't do this. You can't do that. Is just one of the millions of things that you keep telling yourself. All of these things do a very, very interesting thing in your life. They make you not live your life the way you want to live. This voiceover or this voice that is going on in the background is making you live a life that is far, far, far away from what you can really and truly live. Basically, you and I, we are all a programmed machine. We are just robots. We are living life like a robo. And no wonder we feel that life is sometimes very meaningless because we are living like a robo. As long as we keep following these orders given by the voice, we will remain a programmed machine. Sometimes we call this voice as a voice of reason or a gut feel. But basically, this is the voice that tells you what to do and tells you what not to do. The second part is more important. Because either ways, whether it is telling you what to do or whether it is telling you what not to do, it is limiting you in some manner. Think of some of the things that your voice is telling you. I'll tell you one of mine. I had this constant dialogue in my head which said, you will always need to work really hard to achieve anything. Imagine how limiting is that? And I did. I followed that voice for the longest time. I sometimes still do, by the way. But think of what your voice is telling you. And this is just one of the things. This voice, your voice, keeps telling you lots and lots and lots of things. Almost all of them, extremely limiting in nature. This really becomes your life because you tend to believe whatever this voice is telling you. because it seems that this voice is coming from deep within you. Of course, it is coming from deep within you, but not from your psyche, not from a higher source. These are your beliefs that are telling you what to do. Most of the times, this voice, it tries to keep you in a state of no responsibility, so that you can act out being a victim in your life, which means you always experience things as if they were done to you. That is a condition of no responsibility. You always keep blaming others for your state. That is not a solution. It doesn't sound like a solution, does it? But well, that is how almost all of us live. Everything that happens in life, we have some or the other person or some or the other situation to blame for. It's strange. Usually, we give ourselves the credit for all the good things that happen, and we give the debit for all the bad things to what others are doing to us or what others have told us. Oh, and sometimes, very, very few times, we do the reverse also, which is much, much, much more dangerous. Think of how this voice is acting out in your head. There are various times that you overcome this voice and do something that you thought you could never do. But most of the times, unfortunately, we give in to this voice. Probably it's a sense of survival that we've carried from our ancestors from millions of years ago. Maybe this voice allowed us to stay safe and live at one point of time, millions of years ago, but not today. Today, your basic survival is not at stake, come to think of it. Unless and until you're doing a job which is extremely dangerous to your physical life, otherwise your life is not really at stake. Your survival is not at stake, but this voice talks as if it is trying to protect you at all times, but essentially it only limits you. The thing is, we think of life as a long continuous story. All the things that happened, all the moments, we join them and we think that we are joining the dots and we are creating a story for our own life. But it is not true. Because the past does not influence the present or the future. It is the now, the present, that influences the past and the future. Every time you look back and think according to where and how you are right now, which means that you create a pattern today of the past as you deem fit. And this pattern defines the voice in your head and definitely defines what you can and what you cannot do. Life is not a series of continuous events. We would love to give it a story, we would love to give it a theme and say that this is how things flowed from one dot to another, from one moment to another moment. That is not true. Most of the times things are happening at a much more random manner that we would like to believe. But because we are so bought into the story and this entire voice that is at the back of our head, that we try to give this a very particular tinge. So if we failed at something, we would make that into a story and we will say to ourselves later, or this voice will tell us in the future that, don't attempt this. You won't succeed. It could be something very small. Losing weight. Maybe you failed thrice in your 35-year-old life. But that doesn't mean that you can't lose weight later. Maybe you didn't succeed at your work a couple of times in your 10-year-old career. That doesn't mean that you will not succeed later. But this voice keeps telling you that only, and that limits you. The thing is, the more we keep telling ourselves something, the more we want it to be true. And hence, the more the attempt to maintain conformity to the same, consciously as well as unconsciously. We really want it to come true, and we keep doing things in a fashion that make them come true. And then we tell ourselves, see, I told you so. We eventually define our own life with the story that we tell ourselves. But then we blame others when it turns out that it is different from what we really want it to be. Don't we do that? I'll give you a very interesting example of how this kind of negative talk can affect people. Okay, actually you can do it yourself. Just take one belief that you have, one negative voice, one negative thing that your voice is telling you. For just 1 minute, time yourself for this if you want. Just keep telling yourself the same thing in constant repeat, in a loop. Do it loudly maybe if you want. Take mine. And I tried this, by the way. If you keep repeating it again and again and again, how does it sound to you? Think about it. If you want, pause it right here and do this for yourself. Take one limiting self-talk that you're telling yourself and do it on continuous mode, loop, in a constant loop, and keep telling that to you again and again and again. Do it loudly, of course, when you're alone. How does it feel? There is supposedly a tribe in Africa. It doesn't cut down trees, but when it needs wood, all the tribe members, they gather around the tree and they curse it. They say negative things to it. It eventually dies by itself. That is the power of self-talk or positive or negative talk. You have to look at the perspective that you're employing in all of this. The talk that is going on behind in your head, your voice, is it limiting you or is it allowing you to learn and grow? A life story, the one that you have, it sometimes, and especially this voiceover, it sometimes can act as a limit to what one can really achieve. Think of all the times that you have limited yourself by telling yourself things that you can't do this or you can't do that. It is very, very deeply psychological in nature. It's something that becomes second nature to us, and it is there for everyone, by the way. If someone says that no, this doesn't happen to them, maybe they really need to listen to themselves much more in a deeper manner. I hope you tried what I told you, to take a limiting thing that you have believed in or you have told yourself, and just for 1 minute keep repeating it. Now imagine, this is only one thing, repeated only for 1 minute. Imagine how would one feel after years of repeating the same limiting things, that you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And compound that, multiply that by the multiple self-limiting beliefs that one keeps telling themselves over a period of many years. No wonder people get very exhausted with life. It's not life that they're getting exhausted with. It is their own self-talk, the limiting talk that is exhausting them. Now, when you really deeply listen to all of this, this voice is usually something that some elder or someone whom we used to love and respect, some person or people, this is something that they told us at some point of time, completely unrelated and in a different context. The content was the same, but we imbibed it to be our own life story in such a deep manner that we have no idea. I'll give you an example, and I realized this after I don't know how many years of this being told to me. It was an elder who had told me that you will have to work really hard for everything to achieve success in your life. And it became so deeply imbibed. I don't know how many years later it came out again for me to introspect upon and to realize that it was probably a different context altogether. But that was a self-limiting belief that I had carried for the longest time. Think about this for yourself in your own life. Who told you what? Which you keep telling yourself to on a repeat mode and limiting yourself. And by the way, just because someone told you something, it's not their fault. It is you who choose to believe it and make it your own life story, your own narrative. They said it in a totally different context, and maybe just once, for all that you know. But it is you who imbibed it in your own life and made it as part of your life story, as your narrative. What people tell you is not just a function of who you really are, who you truly are. It is more a function of who they are, what situation they are in, and what is the lens that they're using to view you. What are their judgments? By the way, they could be totally false about what they are telling you, but it is you who imbibe it, and the moment you start telling that to yourself, it becomes true. It doesn't become true when others are telling you that. It becomes true only when you tell that to yourself. That is because your basic nature is that of being perfect and equipped enough to deal with everything in life. That's the way you are. That's the way you are built. Just for a proof of this, just look at your body, the human body. What a complex machinery it is. And it has evolved over a period of time to allow you to live and survive in today's world. That is exactly how you are as a person also. But just because someone told you something and you repeated it again and again, you made it true for yourself. For this, just look at any child around you. How they behave should give you a proof of the statement. How you tell them what you tell them becomes eventually a talk for their own self. But when you look at a child, that child is filled with infinite possibilities. It is just perfect. That's the way they are built. That's the way we are all built. Now the best part is, it is never too late to change your own narrative. Never too late to change the story. This life story that you're telling yourself, or you think you're writing for your own self. You just need to be aware of it. You need to own it. Take complete responsibility. It's again only your responsibility, not someone else's. So take the responsibility and start work on it actively and prove it wrong. What can really go wrong? Really think of it. You are trying to disprove a limiting belief that you have in your own mind about yourself. What could really go wrong in trying to disprove this? To change your life, you really need to change your story, your life story, and the narrative that is going on in your head. Now think of it this way. Imagine again as if you're watching a movie. Just suppose you don't change this narrative. You don't do anything about it. What if you do absolutely nothing? And what if you allow your voice at the back of your head to limit you as it is doing right now? What happens in your life? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 1 month later, 1 year later, 10 years later. How does it look like? And at the same time, let's shift it on the positive side and reframe it. Suppose you were to do whatever is required today. Change the voiceover. Drop all the self-limiting beliefs that you have for yourself. Just suppose you have done that. Now imagine, how does your life look like? In which of these two movies are you really living your alpha life? The one life that you really deserve to live. Think about it. A few alpha life thoughts for you to introspect upon. Who have you become with the current narrative and story running in your head? And who could you possibly become if you were to start telling yourself that everything is possible for you? Who could you possibly become if you were to change this limiting self-belief and narrative? Why do you want to change your life story now? Why do you want to change this narrative? Why is it important for you to do this right away? How would you like to start right away? How can you use a new narrative about yourself in your life? What specific steps would you like to take to start on this right away? When will you change your narrative and apply it in which all areas of your life? It is time for you to change all the limiting beliefs and narratives that you carry for yourself. It is high time now. Thank you once again for listening in, and once again, welcome to the Alpha Life Project.